More dramatic testimony today from the accuser in the New Hampshire prep school rape trial. We've been following it here on Happening Now as the girl, who was a 15-year-old freshman at the time of the alleged attack, tells the jury she felt, quote, frozen when she said the alleged the defendant, Owen Labrie, became aggressive with her. Prosecutors say the rape happened as part of a tradition at the elite prep school known as Senior Salute, where senior boys allegedly made sexual conquests of younger female students before graduation. Now, defense attorneys are saying the emails and texts show the young woman knew about the tradition before meeting up with Labrie. Joining us now to talk about it, Keisha Heaven, criminal defense and former prosecutor, and Keith Sullivan, criminal defense attorney as well. Thanks for being with us. Good to see you guys.
Good to see you.
So look, there are no witnesses to this, so it's he said, she said, her credibility versus his. However, she did have a conversation with several friends, and in one statement she recalled telling a friend the following. Put it up on the screen. Accuser: I think I just had sex with Owen Labrie. Friend: did you want it? Accuser: I don't know. I have no idea. Keith, does that hurt her credibility in a case in which, you know, it's whether it was consensual or not?
It absolutely does. I mean, this is a case where this woman is coming in unequivocally stating, I did not want to have sex. He forced himself on me. This is not a situation I ever wanted to be in. I didn't want this to happen. Immediately thereafter, the prompt outcry person, if you will, she never says she was raped, right. Never says it wasn't consensual, none of those things. She's sort of unsure. And
people tend to be more accurate and truthful immediately after an incident than they do months later or years later.
Before the parents get involved, before the detectives and the prosecutors get involved.
But Keisha, let me go to this. I want to play a soundbite here. What the accuser told her friend, and we put that up on the screen a moment ago, you saw that, it stands in contrast to what she told the jury. Take a listen.
I didn't kick or scream or really push. I didn't. But I did say no. I said no 3 times.
Your reaction?
Greg, I see this as a very naive young victim of a rape. A lot of times they are, as she stated in her own words, frozen. She probably is confused about, okay, is this my fault? I did initiate some kind of, you know, meeting with him, and a lot of times victims think that people are going to blame them. So I think what we see here is very common amongst very young rape victims. I'm not shocked by her reaction.
Keith, what may prove pivotal are the emails. There was an email exchange between the accuser and the accused. I want to put one of them up on the screen. Here it is. This is after the alleged rape. Defendant: you're an angel. Accuser: you're quite an angel yourself. Does that sound like the words of a person who had just been raped to her rapist?
It certainly doesn't sound like the words of a victim an hour, 2 hours after she's been raped and after she's gone away and she's in a place of safety. She's amongst her friends, her family, and she's far away from him. There's other text messages as well where she calls him a gem. She jokes and says, hey, did you use a condom? These are all things that are going to cut strongly against her credibility.
Now, the prosecution, Keisha, knew that the defense was really going to exploit that.
Right.
And so they preemptively asked her on the witness stand before cross-examination about it. Here it is.
I was afraid of him coming after me again, or coming to confront me or make fun of me.
That's her explanation for calling him an angel after he raped her. You buy that?
I do, because, again, she's a naive young girl. I thought he would make fun of me. They're more concerned about being publicly shamed than, oh, I should tell the truth. I'm not at all feeling what the defense is trying to say in this case.
You know, Keith, one of the things that the jurors typically struggle with in cases like this is, why would the accuser lie? Why would she falsely claim rape? The defense has to come up with an explanation, don't they?
Not necessarily. It would be good and helpful.
Practically speaking, it's
legally
useful.
speaking, it's not a legal requirement, but it would be incredibly helpful. And to Keisha's point, This girl is young, she's naive, she's just maturing. To get inside her head and figure out why is very difficult to do. However, it wouldn't be the first time that an alleged rape victim had what some of people in the industry call regret sex. After the fact, they feel guilt, remorse, a variety of reasons. I'm not saying that happened in this particular case, but that is certainly a possibility.
You can sort of see that, and the defense will likely argue, look, it was a secret until people found out, and then she felt guilty about it and decided, I got to tell people it was forcible and I didn't consent to it because, you know, my morality and honor is at stake.
Right, and I've seen that happen before too. But the thing here is they did a rape kit, and there was this defendant's DNA that was revealed. And the thing that's going to hurt the defendant is he's saying, oh, we didn't have sexual intercourse. It's a result of dry humping or something like that.
Sexual contact, he describes it, but not intercourse. And there is a difference.
But where'd the DNA come from? So
from the sexual contact, but not intercourse.
But I think he's
Intercourse
messing up
involves
his credibility with the we didn't have sex.
All right, I'm going to stop myself from describing intercourse. That would be really unwise. I was this close. Keith and Keisha, thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you, Greg.
All right, Jenna?